Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. As you know, I've been away for a minute, monetary changes, but y'all done got me out the Musalla, man. Tragedy strikes in the town, my city, well, one of my cities, San Diego. There was a terror attack done there. Um, Not only were we following the war in Iran, but we are also, promoting and showing people that, Islam is for everyone. Black people are Muslims too. You know, we great. We got a great history of Islam in America as Black Americans, and we got this tragedy, man. Like I say, I got me out of retirement. I guess I had to do this live. Let's check this out, man. See what Fox.
Don't rush cherry dark chocolate. That's Dots.
Meanwhile, 3 people killed in a shooting at San Diego's largest mosque yesterday. 2 teenage suspects were found dead in a nearby car with self-inflicted wounds. Police giving this update on that.
Actively investigating this as a hate crime.
Cowards.
There are details and information that we are investigating as to exactly what those what the hate speech or the hate words were that were conveyed. There was definitely hate rhetoric that was involved.
Definitely a hate crime. And what's even crazier, people are doing jokes like this on sites and just getting rage baiting to get, paid for being ignorant, just like how young women are being baddies and catching fades and fights just for clicks and views. Now, some people are hearing these jokes and this idiocracy and this ignorance that's going on, not only just in the streaming world, but also, of course, in the wider world spectrum with the news and things of such. And people just playing games. This shit is not a game. I'm not playing with. I haven't been playing. I don't even like jokes. I think people that tell jokes is always trying to say something under their breath. It's either even people that's into studies for this. It's either something that doesn't make sense, it's just really funny, or it stems from some kind of truth or something that you think is true. It's people on these sites that's just hate mongering, false information, just driving people mad. These little motherfuckers probably ignorant as hell. They knew they had to shoot themselves straight to Jahannam with that.
Still trying to learn more about this. So is Matt Finn, our reporter on the scene there in San Diego. And Matt, good morning there in California.
Good morning, Bill. Right now, investigators are working to determine exactly why these 2 young men, 17 and 18 years old, shot and killed 3 people at this Islamic center that on any given day has lots of women and children on the property. And just in, Fox has obtained a photo of 17-year-old Kane Clark, one of the teens believed to be responsible for the senseless act of terror that took place here yesterday. The San Diego police chief calls this shooting a free society's, quote, worst nightmare, and says it began yesterday morning when police got a call at 9:42 a.m. from a distressed mother who reported her son left a note behind and ran away. 3 guns were gone, and her son possibly wanted to take his own life.
Several of her weapons were missing. Her vehicle was missing, in addition to her son. She also said that her son was with a companion and that they were dressed in camo.
That police chief says as officers were taking in information from the concerned mother and realizing the threat was growing, they got reports of an incident at the Islamic Community Center and dispatched themselves, where 3 adults were found dead, including a security guard who's being hailed as a hero for saving lives. Police scanner audio reveals the terrifying moments as this shooting unfolded.
Two white males, black mask. Two white males, mask. They were wearing no camo. One with an automatic weapon, one with a shotgun.
Crazy ass crackers. They keep shooting up shit. Stop looking at numbers and all this bullshit talking points, man. It's clear what's going on. Clear.
Police say around the same time they were making entry, they got a call of a car a few blocks away that had shot at a landscaper who was going to be okay. And a couple blocks from that scene, they found the 2 suspects dead in a BMW from self-inflicted gunshot wounds. The police chief says there was hateful rhetoric involved, and this is being investigated as a hate crime. Still, Dana?
And one of those dead, a father of 8 children. Matt Finn, thank you. In San Diego, more to come, hopefully, throughout the day today. Learn more. Thanks.
And James Galliano, retired FBI supervisor, agent, and Fox News contributor, is here as well. Just one more piece of sound from the police chief, Scott Wall, on the mother that the juvenile is trying to alert authorities.
After speaking with the mom began to piece together bits and pieces of information over an extended period of time.
For real, man, it took that much for you? For real, man, come on, man. I'm not saying any allegations towards her, but come on, you putting bits and pieces together. You heard your son on these little streaming apps talking crazy. I bet you he on Bigo. That's a Muslim hating streaming app. Y'all go ahead, check it out. See how much ignorance is on there with a bunch of retards.
The information that she was gathering and conveying to us began to elevate the threat level that we were perceiving with this information. She believed her son was suicidal.
What do you think of this case?
The mother did everything right. And obviously it was a grim scene yesterday, and we're still kind of piecing things together. Look, as far as a hate crime, I mean, the 2 decedents will not face charges. They're obviously dead in this instance. But trying to understand motivations, and again, Bill and Dana, here's something else. 17 and 18 years old. This has become an epidemic of Gen Z shooters, whether it's the assassination culture we saw in Butler, Pennsylvania, or in Utah with Tyler Robinson, and now these 2 young men. Most important thing, now that the initial interdiction.
How about we start calling these Northerners? I'm gonna just call them global Northerners, okay? Global North. The people of the global North orientation. How about we start calling them what they've been calling me since I was a little boy? Terrorists. All right? These crackers is terrorists and getting away with it. And y'all keep going back and saying, well, you know, well, I don't know what, well, you know, we can't keep blaming, oh, well, you know, a tibby, tink, tink. This shit is clear. Look at this. One of the brothers passed away. A couple brothers passed away protecting people in here. It's like Christchurch all over again. New Zealand
is done. Did anyone direct them to do these things, provide material support? Was anybody else involved in the conspiracy?
Yeah, like why were they the target? Why'd they pick that mosque? We don't know. There was something that was written that was found in this car. Whether it was a suicide note or some sort of manifesto. Do we know about that at all? James?
We don't yet. That hasn't been released yet. I'm sure we're going to hear about this in the next day or so, Bill. But again, it goes back to these type of motivations. You take a grievance, you apply an ideology to it, and then your own sense of moral absolutism. And in this instance, Christians, Jews, and Muslims are being targeted across the globe, mostly in Asia and in African parts of the Middle East. But the FBI's tracked these numbers. In the last...
What is he talking about? What is he talking about? Christians, Jews, and what the fuck are you talking about? Christian, Jews, and Muslims? What? What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Decade, a doubling of hate crime incidents in the United States.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll continue to follow that, and Matt Finn is on the ground for us as well. In the meantime, in Washington, D.C., the U.S. attorney there, our former...
Can we get back on the point of what's going on at hand that you came here for? Talking about some bullshit around. What the fuck? We talking about California, San Diego County, to be exact.
Colleague, Jeanine Pirro, stirring things up. And she says this video that you saw from Chipotle over the weekend, you have teens throwing things at each other to absolute destruction here. She says that the parents...
Why are they showing this for? Now they're showing some black kids throwing chairs at each other when obviously a troglodyte homunculi Pink Panther just shot multiple people. Then they killed themselves. He just gave examples of these crackers killing people from fucking... Why are they showing this? Why are they showing this?
Might have to be prosecuted as well. Watch her here. This is yesterday.
I mean, yeah.
These are not kids being kids. This is criminal conduct. Understand something.
criminal conduct. These kids throwing chairs. Why are they showing this? Why are they showing this? Why? And y'all motherfuckers so fickle that y'all gonna go along with it. Frank Nitty, what's good? What's the deal, man? What's the deal, man? Out of retirement, y'all. They got me fucked up, man. It's my city right
One
here,
of
man.
the deceased is a security guard that works there, and I think played a pivotal role in assisting from this being much.
Got me out here. They got me back out here, Frank. From Allah we come from to Allah we return. I mean, they got me out here, man. I just talked to my boy, King Truth. He doing good. That same day, we got the fashion line going, this and that. You know what I'm saying? We San Diego heavy over here. I'm up here by LA though, but there goes that's still the heart. You know what I mean? But it's just Inna lillahi wa inna lillahi rajiun. Inna lillahi wa inna lillahi rajiun. From Allah we come to Allah we return. This is crazy, man.
Of course. We got a lot of.
He just made a post. This brother just made a post on IG saying that he wanted to return to Allah. I mean, pure in the pure state. Hey, yo, did you see them throwing the? Why was they showing? Well, it's crime though. We got some nigglets throwing chairs in Chipotle. Like what? What? You just literally said the problems with these shootings all across America. These little white boys. I don't care what YouTube do. You just said the problem. Why would you show some kids throwing chairs at each other? Like it's wrestling or something. I don't know what even happened there, but I didn't see nobody having no rest in peace flags from that fight. We talking about people that lost their lives here. A hate crime, and you're gonna go to some young brothers throwing chairs at each other in Chipotle. And niggas is fickle enough to go ahead. Well, black people do it to each other, so you might as well do it to black. What? That's like say if I'm come from a family that's actually assaulting me, so to speak, for a metaphor, you'd be like, oh well, your mom actually assaulted you, so you might as well get actually assaulted, right? You know what I'm saying? Well, this shit is wild, man. Deflecting. They always been afraid of Islam. To you be your way, to me be mine. But I don't follow the way they do in the old world. I'm an American. That means I have the power to question my teacher, the power to read and do my own research. Nothing behind cultural, no baby killings, no misogyny. I grew up. Both of my parents was there equally. Both of them was able to drive. Islam ain't come to my country in the tornadoes enslaving people. I understand what happened in Africa, but not me. My father was the truth. May Allah forgive him any sin. This shit is mad. They gonna show a bunch of kids throwing chairs at Chipotle. Yo, what the fuck?
Work to do to try to figure out what led up to this and exactly what actions took place. But I can tell you with 100%
anything, Islam helped set off the civil rights when niggas was really getting popping. That side of the civil rights, not to turn the other cheek. That's even if people don't believe in Islam today. That's what a lot of it was going on to. It was a revolutionary spirit of it.
The heroic actions of responding officers and deputies.
Black Liberation Army did a lot more though than the Panthers. Know that
is beyond words. To know that this many of our public servants are willing to leave their loved ones behind, drop what they're doing, and run towards gunfire without asking any questions is remarkable. And observed immediately 3 deceased, what appeared to be deceased victims out in front. They immediately began to deploy with an active shooter response into the mosque and adjacent school. At about the same time, we began to receive calls from just a couple blocks away that we had more active gunfire. Officers were also responding to that call for service at the same time. There was a landscaper that was doing his work that was shot at and fortunately was not hit. That was at about the 7100 block of Salerno, which is just a couple blocks from here. Moments later at the 3800 block of Hatton, officers were called to that location where they found this incident, both deceased.
I don't want to see this motherfucker because I know how San Diego police get down too. I want to see this honky to keep it G with you. I'm on some old school shit. Fuck that. I want to see that devil. Fuck that. That is the devil. Let's look up who Amin Abdullah is. One of the heroes of this. Look at this little demented. Look at this little demented motherfucker.
This is the moment a routine morning at a mosque turned into a deadly attack and a hero emerged from the chaos. On May 18th, tragedy struck the Islamic Center of San Diego when gunfire erupted outside the mosque during morning hours, leaving multiple...
Oh, they got the update, y'all. We're going to check out this update. Right? He just was saying he wanted to see Allah in a pure state when he passed away. He was martyred. Inshallah, Jannatul Firdaus, the highest state of paradise. I mean, you got me back at you.
The latest developments, including the search being carried out at a house connected to a suspect, and new information about one of those victims. So let's go ahead and get you caught up with everything that we know. Gunfire erupted at the mosque just before 11:45 a.m. yesterday. The shooters killed 3 men, including a security guard. The suspected gunmen were about 17 and 18 years old, and we're actually going to break into a news conference at San Diego Police Headquarters.
Let's listen in as authorities are giving us the update right now.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. Let me start by saying we're going to try to cover many of the developments that we've learned over the last 24 hours. We're going to identify the names of the victims from yesterday's horrific event. But what I want to really start with explaining to everybody, particularly in our Muslim community. I know it may not feel this way.
Because it ain't. I know how y'all get down in San Diego. That's why you started out like that. Y'all ain't shit.
But we are one community.
No, San Diego is not one community. Only people that think it's one community is the niggas in the Southeast that's killing each other, but then telling everybody that everybody else is cool. Like, oh, no, that's just the Mexican homie. Oh, no, that's just the Laotian homie. Oh, no, that's the only one that think it's one community. The ignorant ass niggas in the hood that keep giving everybody else passes and shit. That's the only one that think it's community. It's segregated down there. Fuck is you talking about? The essays that be cool with the niggas, they still be doing underhanded racist ass shit to niggas. What are you talking about? San Diego is fucking is racist as fuck. Y'all niggas are segregated. And niggas always come online, these rappers, yo, San Diego, this and that. Y'all full of shit. Y'all them dumbass niggas I'm talking about that be in the hood. These motherfuckers be doing shit. The fuck?
You're going to see a visible presence at places of worship throughout our county. Law enforcement is banding together to make sure that there is a feeling of being safe at every place of worship. I talked yesterday about the heroic actions of a security guard at the Islamic Center. I had no idea how heroic those actions were. The individuals that did this heinous act ran past the security guard, most likely not knowing he was there. He immediately observed the threat to everybody at the mosque. He began to engage them with gunfire. Both suspects returned fire. You can see the security guard reach for his radio and put out the lockdown protocol. The security guard then continued to engage in a gun battle with these two suspects. His actions, without a doubt, delayed, distracted, and ultimately deterred these two individuals from gaining access to the greater areas of the mosque where as many as 140 kids were within 15 feet of these suspects. Tragically, he died in that gun battle. The other two victims, as best we can tell with the video surveillance at the mosque, drew the attention of both of these suspects back out into the parking lot area where they were unfortunately unable to flee. And both suspects were able to successfully corner them and kill both of them. While both suspects were outside, the massive response that was seconds away undoubtedly pushed both of the suspects to run back to their vehicle and flee the parking lot.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
And I want to be very clear, all three of our victims did not die in vain. Without distracting the attention, without delaying the actions of these two individuals, without question, there would have been many more fatalities yesterday. Here with me to tell you a little bit about these three victims is Imam Taha. What you will not hear from us today is the names of these two suspects. Today is about our victims and our community coming back together again.
Excuse me if I get a little bit emotional. We call them our brothers in the community. We call them our martyrs and our heroes. Our security guard, Amin Abdullah, he goes by Amin Abdullah, Brian Climax, such a lovely person. He never stopped smiling to anyone, our community members, as well as our visitors. If it was not for him, as Chief mentioned, the carnage would be much worse. He's the one who stopped them, who slowed them down. If he didn't do what he did, and he sacrificed his life, the two suspects would have easily access to every single classroom. We're so proud of him. I envy him when I see messages about him literally from all over the world, talking about his heroism. This is our brother. Second one, Mansour Kaziha, our elder. He goes by Abu al-Izz. He is the pillar of the Islamic Center of San Diego. He has been since 1986, when the community started breaking the ground to build the Islamic Center. He was there. He has been at the Islamic Center for the last 40 years, working nonstop. In the last 22 years, being the Imam and director of the Islamic Center of San Diego, I have never done anything without him. He is on the top of my list for people to call. Every single thing going wrong. Even the light, is not working. Brother Abu al-Izz, can you come and fix it? Anything that goes wrong, he was the handyman, he was the cook, he was the caretaker, he was the storekeeper. He was everything. I don't know what I'm going to do at the Islamic Center without his assistance, his daily assistance. We miss him. The entire community miss him. Our third brother, Nadir Awad, our neighbor. He lives across the street from the Islamic Center. His wife is a teacher at the Islamic school. He is every single day at the Islamic Center joining the prayers, every single day. When he heard the shooting, he rushed to do something, to protect. And he joined Mansour Kaziha. They died together. Mansour Kaziha was the first one who called 911 right before he was killed. And both of them, they tried to do something. They were hiding in the parking lot next to the kitchen. They tried to do something to protect. But unfortunately, they sacrificed their lives to protect the entire community inside the Islamic Center of San Diego. I was there. I was upstairs. And I heard everything. I was hiding until the law enforcement came and escorted us outside the building. We have never, ever expected such thing to happen at the Islamic Center of San Diego. I mean, we are used to receiving hate mails, hate messages, people driving by and cursing and all that stuff.
Can I just say that? Can I say that's how San Diego is? Why this fucking demon right here talking about, oh, this is one community? No, the fuck it's not. No, it's not. Every Muslim in San Diego know that anyways.
But such horrible crime, we have never expected this. Even though we tried throughout the years everything we could do, applying for Homeland Security grants. We have a fence, security armed guards, security cameras covering every single spot inside and outside the Islamic Center. What could we do more than this? So this is what my community is going through at this time. My community is mourning. My community is keeping our three heroes in their prayers. My community is around the three families, trying to...
Take it easy, you should start saying our community. What's up with the my? What's up with all that? Easy on it, champ.
Show support and sympathy. So this is what happened at the Islamic Center, and these are our three heroes. Please keep them in your prayers. Thank you.
Let me say that the collaborative response and
nobody want to hear what the fuck you gotta say, but yeah, I'm back on YouTube, I guess. Shout out to the people that did come through, leaving comments or not. Abdullah Abbott with Black Light News. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you think I should come back and be more consistent again. A lot going on in the world. Do y'all want to hear from me, my viewpoint? Let me know. Black Light out.